Hello, everyone. I'm Sign1News anchor Gayatri Persaud. Here's a quick look at the top trending stories making headlines today. If you post an interesting comment during this update, we may add it at the bottom of the screen. Now, here are the stories happening today. The United States State Department has confirmed 67-year-old American citizen James Whitney Hill from Minnesota has been killed by Russian shelling in Chernihiv. Hill was among several people killed when Russian artillery opened fire on civilians. His family says they don't know where his body is, so there is no closure for the family. Russian forces are ramping up and unleashing furious and lethal attacks on civilians across Ukraine and abducting local Ukrainian officials. In fact, according to a video message from Ukrainian officials, another mayor has been kidnapped by Russian forces. Viktor Tereshchenko is the mayor of a town in the northeastern region of Kharkiv, and authorities say because Russian forces are losing the war in that region, they are terrorizing citizens by taking their leaders. The latest kidnapping comes one day after the mayor of another town was kidnapped and then freed after a prisoner swap. The arrest of 31-year-old U.S. basketball player and two-time Olympic gold medalist Brittany Griner has been extended by a Russian court to May 19th. Moscow authorities say she was taken into custody for allegedly smuggling drugs in February. Griner is a U.S. citizen who has played on a Russian team during the WNBA offseason since 2016. We have an update to a story we told you about on Thursday. Investigators with the National Transportation Safety Board say a 13-year-old boy was driving the truck involved in the fiery head-on collision that killed 9 people, including 6 University of Southwest golfers and their coach. Investigators were able to identify the remains of the driver by his size. They now believe the left front tire on the boy's pickup truck was a spare tire and blew out, causing the truck to pull hard to the left into the path of the van carrying the athletes. Both vehicles were going about 75 miles per hour when they collided. Workers at Disney World are staging walkouts over Florida's controversial new parental rights in education bill, which is called by many the Don't Say Gay bill. The bill bans discussion about sexual orientation and gender identity in kindergarten through 3rd grade in public schools. Disney CEO Bob Chapek apologized to employees for his initial silence on the measure and declined to issue a public statement, but said Disney will be pausing all political donations in Florida. Organizers of the Disney protest say the apology is not enough, so they have planned 15-minute walkouts every day until May 22nd, when there will be a full-day walkout. It's not yet known how many employees will take part, and Disney has declined to comment. Earlier this week, we told you that country music legend Dolly Parton declined her nomination to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She said she did not want to take a vote away from someone more worthy. Well, after a few days of silence, officials from the Hall of Fame Selection Committee said, "We are in awe of Dolly, and her name will stay on the ballot." If selected, Dolly could join diverse nominees this year, like rapper Eminem and pop rock band Duran Duran. And finally, here's some good news about COVID-19. Less than 1% of people in the U.S. now live in areas with high community levels of COVID-19, and deaths are down. So health officials are now talking about the transition out of the emergency phase, and the CDC recommends fewer people need to wear a mask in indoor public spaces. However, the U.S. is extending its public transportation mask mandate another month instead of letting it expire today. And Canada says it plans to lift its pre-entry testing requirement April 1st for those who are fully vaccinated. Keeping our fingers crossed that the worst of the pandemic is now behind us. Sign1News will be broadcasting updates Monday through Friday. Then this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, join us for a live virtual chat with former NFL star and Super Bowl champ Tim Wright. His company, Dome Audio Inc., has created a first-of-its-kind headphone that sends sound and vibrations directly to the cochlear bone, not through the ear canal, which allows deaf and hard-of-hearing music lovers to feel the music like never before. Players at Gallaudet University and deaf rappers share their thoughts on this innovative technology, and we'll tell you how you can get your hands on a pair of headphones. A big thank you to our Sign1News app supporters. You help make this broadcast happen. You can download the Sign1News app by heading to the App Store or Google Play Store on your smartphone. And you can also watch on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon. Have a great day.